It's your girl, Lady J, back with the bullshit. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep it cute in them comments, baby. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel, Southern Tea. It's your girl, Lady J, back bringing you my thoughts and my opinions on what's been happening with your favorite girls in the rap game. So before I get into my little 2 cents, I want you to go ahead and hit that like button, okay? Comment, share, and subscribe. Since you here, you might as well. And also go on my Instagram and on my Twitter and follow me at Southern Tea. That is Southern Tea with 2 A's. So let's go ahead and get into the mess. So the first topic I want to start with is some new music. So my girl, Bia, she done dropped her EP called Really, Really. If you got a chance to really check it out, let me know what you think and how you feeling about it down below. Now, I am here for Bia, okay? Bia went in the studio and did what she needed to do. Like, Bia was in there really rapping for real. Like, Bia was rapping. And she had good production on the whole project. So whoever she linked up with to help produce this project, they did their thing right here. I know she hooked up with Timbaland on a couple of songs, but that whole production on the whole EP was solid. So let's get into the songs. There's 9 songs on the EP. The first is Big Business. So Bia slid on Big Business, baby. Do you hear me? I like that record. Okay, it was her talking her shit, and I thought it was a perfect song to start the project off with. So I definitely added that one to my playlist rotation. I like the Millions record. You know, where she got that Nene Leakes soundbite, the bling bling, bitches is mad. Okay, you know, she did put out the visuals to Millions. And Nene Leakes was in a video. She made a cameo. But I like the record, and I like the energy that she was bringing on the record. It was giving boss bitch energy for sure. Now, the song Don't Tell with Juicy J was cute. Honestly, it was probably one of my least favorite ones on the project. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't my favorite. But the beat do go off in the car, and I would have been good without Juicy J on the record, honestly, if I'm keeping the book. Now, I like that classy record. It was giving real intergalactic bad bitch. I liked it, okay? And she got the perfect smooth raspy ass voice to do a beat like that, okay? It was cool. I caught a vibe in a car. I like that one. Love the 4 Seasons record. That was more of a, slow song, more of a laid back vibe, but she was talking her shit, and it was kind of throwing shit back in the nigga face, so stunting on her for the one time. I like it. And then I like this song. I just wished it was just a little bit longer, but I did like the song. And then we get into the Oh No record, which, she brought them Island Girl vibes. She got them Island Girl vibes going on or whatever. So I was fucking with that off the rip. So that was definitely downloaded instantly because, I like that Island Girl energy. And then the next song that she got, it was London with J. Cole, which of course has been out. I never really was a fan of that song, but I do think they did just fine. I just don't think the song had much replay value for me, in my most humble opinion. And then on the song called Fall Back, it felt like she was taking shots, but she ate it though. Low key, that's another one of my favorites off of the project. I was really fucking with the beat, and then of course Bia was just sliding, and she said, real rap bitch, this ain't no podcast. The girls want to be bloggers instead of rappers these days, so I like that line. I thought that was cute. But yeah, I like the Fallback record. Okay, it's definitely going into my rotation. And then of course the last record was I'm That Bitch, which was that Missy Elliott sample that she released a couple of months ago. And like I told y'all back when she had released that song at the beginning of the summer, I think Bia slid on that song and did what she needed to do. Like, she was really rapping for real, and her flow was nice. So if I could rate this EP, I would give her a solid 9 out of 10. Like, I say that because I liked more songs on the album than I disliked them, or on the EP. Out of the 9 songs, I did put 5 into my rotation, and that is more than what I usually do when it comes to a lot of these girls that be dropping their projects. But I think this was a pretty solid EP. However, I stand on what I said in my last video. I feel like the next project Bia puts out needs to be her album. I feel like she's been in the game a little bit too long to still have no full-on album. The EPs are good, they're cute, but I want a full body of work from Bia, and I would like to see an official album from Bia because I think she deserves it, and I think she's talented enough and creative enough to do so. Also, like I said in my last video, some of y'all want to come for me, but it's no shade because I really do like Bia, and I really do think she is a dope-ass, talented-ass rapper, but it's something missing about her. I called her boring and maybe that was the wrong word to use, but I just feel like we don't see enough of Bia's personality. I really don't feel like we know who Bia is to really connect with her on a personal level, which is why I feel like a lot of times her music don't always stick for a lot of people. But nevertheless, the EP was dope. So so far to me, Bia and Ice Spice, they have the best EP releases this year when it comes to the rap girlies, in my most humble opinion. But of course, you can let me know your thoughts on it down below. So speaking of EPs, the next one I want to get into is Ken the Man. So like I told y'all before, Ken the Man recently signed to Roc Nation. They done put her right to work, baby. Do you hear me? Okay. She released her EP Back to 304 on Friday. If you got a chance to check it out, let me know your thoughts on it. I did take a listen. I'm gonna listen again, but I did take a listen. It's just a lot of freak hoe shit, a whole lot of pimp shit, a whole lot of hoe shit. But then again, the EP is called Back to 304, aka Hoeing. So I mean, go figure. But as talented as I think Ken the Man is as a rapper, this project really was not my cup of tea personally. You know, the Not My Nigga song, of course, I've been a fan of for some time now. That's been in my playlist rotation. I fuck with that record heavy. I've been on that a little minute now. And then outside of that, I did like the record she had on there called Keep Going. I thought that was cute. So next to Not My Nigga, that song has the most potential than the other records in my most humble opinion. And I really wanted to like the song with Cali, but I couldn't really catch a vibe to it. Poppin' shit was alright, but I didn't really like it enough to just download it to my rotation. Bitch, what was that song called? Bitch, I'm Up. It had potential, but it reminded me too much of a Megan Thee Stallion song, and it had too much of a Megan Thee Stallion sound and vibe going on, honestly. And a lot of the songs on the project had that kind of vibe to me, which leads me more to believe that Roc Nation done found a little Megan, replacement. That song Checking In, that was not it for me, nor was the song I Love a Freak, and she released visuals to I Love a Freak out of all the songs, and that was one of my least favorite ones on there. But let me know how you like it. Now what I will say is Ken the Man is out here working, and she's being consistent, and I can't be mad at that. Do your thing, girl. Like I said, I think Ken the Man is talented, and I honestly think when you put her up there with a lot, with the new girls, she definitely out rapping a lot of them. So I would give her project, personally, for me, a 7 out of 10 all around the board. But what I will say is Ken the Man has, she got a nice little flow on her, and she do be having bars. So in that category, I would give her a 9 out of 10. But let me know your thoughts on it down below. So real quick, since we are on new music, Stunna Girl done linked up with French Montana for her I Like That remix. And baby, I'm fucking with that. Okay, not necessarily the remix. French Montana ain't do a bad job or nothing. It was straight, but that original song, I likes that. Okay, that's a good title for that song. I likes that. It's the beat for me and the way she be like, more of a real Jim up the wetter. It was a cute little vibe. Okay, how y'all feel about Stunna Girl? I know she, had, other songs like, what's that song to be on 2K? That Throw It in Rotation. That one catchy too. But I'm really fucking with this I Like That record, because I really do like that. I wish she low-key would have put someone else on that remix. But it is what it is. I really like that beat. I think it's really the beat for me, But I wanted to mention that real quick because I've been heavy on that song the past 48 hours, baby. Like, the remix actually put me on to the original because I'm not really, listening to Stunna Girl like that. But when, the remix came out, I listened to it and I was like, hold on. Because I wanted to hear it without French Montana because, I really wasn't, I'm not a fan of French Montana like that. But then when I went to go listen to, the original and baby watch that video, yeah, I caught a vibe. And in the car, oh yeah, that go off. I liked that record. Okay, she not really talking about shit, but I really like the vibe and the energy she was bringing on that record. So like I said, I really like that, more of a real, you wetter, I thought that was cute. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on it down below. Now, the next topic I want to get into, we still on new music, is the City Girls. So the City Girls done linked up with T Grizzly and Skilla Baby for the Gorgeous remix. Let me know what you thinking, how you feeling, if you done checked it out below. Now, personally, I wasn't even aware of this song, haven't even existed until the City Girls hopped on it. So there's that. But after listening to the song, I do like it. Okay, I listened to it the first time in the car, and I liked it. I did catch a vibe. It's straight. And as far as the JT and Carisha verses go, baby, JT slid on right down and ate her verse the fuck up, baby. Do you hear me? What crumbs? Okay. Now I know sometimes I can be critical of Jatavia, but JT did her big one on this one. And I really did like her verse. And actually, my favorite part about this whole song was her verse. Like, this was better than her Pinata verse, than her Need a Thug verse. Like, this was giving me no bars energy. Like, I really liked her verse for real. Like, she has some real cute lines in there. You know, the line where she said her face card don't decline, call that JT Visa, whatever she said. I thought that was cute, okay? And then when she said, I'm gorgeous, you stray hoe. That's why he walk you like a dog. You a stray hoe. Like, that was real cute. I cackled when I heard that. I kid you not. That was real cute. And I low-key feel like that could have been a slight at, you know, Cardi B. Also, I noticed there was a part in her verse where she was like, you know, me and my nigga never parted. So I guess that was her addressing that little Uzi shit, or Leslie, whatever in the hell he want to call himself these days. And then I noticed she said she thinks she first. It got to be April Fool's. And I feel like that also could have been a little like jab. But like I say, overall, I really like this verse from JT. And her flow and delivery is really what did it for me. Like, I really liked her flow. I honestly wish her verse was a little longer. But, I mean, she was featured on a remix, so I get it. They really could have left Carisha off and just had JT, you know, extend her verse. That's how much I really like JT's verse. And it was really her delivery and her cadence and just her flow. Now, getting into Carisha's verse. Carisha verse was all right. You know, it was a Carisha verse. You know, it was good to be a Carisha verse. Normally, you know, Carisha don't really do it for me when it comes to her verse, because it be sounding like the beat be whooping her ass. And honestly, I really don't think she kept up with the beat or wrote the beat on this song either. Like, when she got into that part where she was like, you don't trick or something like that, and she was like, it's crazy. I feel like it did not mesh well. Like, I feel like the beat obviously was like fucked off. Like, it just, I don't know, like, you got to go back and listen to that part. Like, it just did not go over and transition well. But it's better than what Carisha usually brings to the table, in my most humble opinion. And it's really no shade, it's just how I feel. I think the cutest line in her whole verse was when she was like, hating hoes got me in their mouth more than hookah tips. That was cute. Other than that, I feel like Carisha was just talking in her verse. There wasn't no really heavy bars. But I mean, then again, it's not usually expected coming from her. I mean, you know, she talking about the same thing per usual. So, you know, when it comes to JT and Carisha, JT definitely takes the cake with, you know, who had the better verse between the two, in my most humble opinion. She had the bars, she had the flow, the cadence, the delivery was there. So I give JT's verse a 10 out of 10. Like I said, her part was my favorite part of the whole song. I would give Carisha a 6 out of 10, you know, E for effort. Like I say, it's better than what she usually does. And, you know, she has been stepping her game up as of lately, but I don't think nothing this year has topped her Act Bad verse. I think so far out of all the drops from the City Girls, her Act Bad verse has been the best one. But y'all let me know your thoughts on it down below. So the next topic I'm going to get into is Saweetie. So Saweetie dropped a new song called Birthday with YG and Tyga, okay, with a little video. The same niggas, you know, she's supposed to be going on tour with, so I'm guessing this was a song to release before the tour shot. I don't know. But if you checked it out, let me know what you think about it down below. But for me, it's trash. I mean, what's new with Saweetie? Saweetie don't give a damn about putting out no bullshit. She just happy to be here. Like, girl, you cannot be serious. First of all, ain't nobody checking for no damn Tyga and YG. At least I'm not. No, I'm most certainly not. You know, I get y'all got a tour coming up or whatever, but girl, this was not it by any means. The beat had potential, but it still wasn't doing it for me. And I hate with a passion Saweetie's voice when she be rapping in that childish ass kitty like voice. Like, if her target audience is eating that shit up, I get it, but it don't be translating well because you don't sell, okay? It's just not appealing to me, you know? I like when she has more of a serious tone, like she did on that what was that bitch from the South remix, you know, when she sound like, you know, like she grown. But when she sound like this childish ass shit, I really don't be liking that. It just sound like, ew, I don't like her mannerisms when she be doing that shit. Like the way she sounded on that whole Single Life EP, the way she sounded on Slow Motion, like that's trash. Turn it off, okay? And it becomes harder to digest the song because I can't get past that irritating ass voice. Like, bitch, you was too grown to be rapping like that. It gives almost like that Flo Milli type of energy with that animated ass voice. Like, and it's not like done like in a way like how a Roman character, you know, it's just fucking annoying. But I'm not feeling it at all. It only took one listen and that was it, which was my first and last time to know that the song is clearly not for me. Y'all can keep it. And another thing, when is Saweetie gonna be releasing solo music? Okay, again, it's been like 4 years since she initially said Pretty Bitch Music was supposed to come out. And, you know, She been saying that every year the last 4 years, and I pray to God this is not a single for that album, because as long as it's been, we already know Saweetie gonna have to start all over and throw all that shit away that she planned to have on that album, because at this point them songs is old now. And now that I think about it, this birthday song low-key sound like an old-ass song she would have put out in 2018, 2019. But y'all let me know your thoughts on it down below, okay? Now, speaking of Saweetie, sis did come out in a recent interview and address that Barbie world, that sample situation, because, one of her writers last month, basically put her on blast with that whole Icy Girl shit. Basically, because, Icy Girl was her version, and basically he had put her on blast and said, because he had got mad because they ditched her ass for the head Barbie along with Ice Spice. So take a listen.
There was some drama around the Barbie World song that was released, right? With Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj. Did you actually have like a finished version of that?
Yeah.
You did? So what happens there? I mean, I know a little bit about the music business. Of course, you're in it every day. Is this something that happens often? Like, do you cut a record, complete it, turn it in, and there's other people doing the same thing? What can you tell us about that?
I mean, there's no rules.
Right, it's the Wild Wild West, huh?
It's the Wild Wild West.
So do you not get your hopes up, or is this something that kind of like, you're like, fuck, really?
No, it's inspiration. Like, I love to inspire. That's my purpose here.
Got you.
And they look bomb as fuck in the video.
Oh, they're killing the video, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, so it's just like, okay, bitch, I see you. Mine's still coming out, though. Stay tuned.
Okay, so you got something coming on the way.
Yeah, I'm saving it for a very special moment.
Love that. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that.
So let me know your thoughts on it down below. Now, my thing is, girl, you could have articulated or worded that, whatever. You could have did that, said that a little bit better than what you did. Because what happened was, and what you got was a lot of people, according to what I was seeing in them comments, they took it as Saweetie was basically saying, she inspired, Nicki and Ice to want to do the sample after, I guess, she had done it. And even though I don't think that's what Saweetie was trying to say, at least I hope that's what she was not trying to say, I think she could have said that better than what she did, because I don't think it translated too well. Because for one, Nicki Minaj's whole brand has been Barbie from jump. She came into this rap shit with the Barbie shit and that whole aesthetic. And then, them people done already came out and said they've been trying to get her on that sample for years, and Nicki done turned it down up until now, because now it makes sense, with the movie coming out and everything. So, I mean, who better to do a Barbie sample than the head Barbie, bitch? Okay, all the success that this song is seeing would, it would have not done the same, and had that same result had Saweetie did that Icy Girl shit for this movie. For one, Icy Girl is Saweetie's brand. It's not on par with, Barbie, where Barbie is actually a part of Nicki's brand. So business-wise, it obviously makes more sense to go with Nicki and Ice. I wouldn't have taken it personal if I was Saweetie. Okay, it makes business sense. So then she kind of, played it off and complimented the way they looked in the video to balance it out. But I mean, girl, really though, who do you inspire when it comes to the music? Like, girl, I really want to know, because ain't nobody inspired by no Saweetie music, bitch. Like, inspiring them to do what? Go on a booth and make trash ass music? Because everything Saweetie puts out to me sounds like she be in that bitch just playing around and doing some shit. Like, the beats be childish, the voice be childish, the lyrics be childish. Girl, you grown as fuck. Okay, when are you gonna put out music that aligns with your age and where you are now? I'm confused. Like, are you gonna start spitting bars? Like, what's happening? Okay, so y'all let me know your thoughts about it down below, because I just don't feel like you should still be rapping like how you was in 2018. It don't make sense. So, like I said, let me know your thoughts below. So, the next topic I want to get into is Onika, Tanya, and Isis, because Barbie World has been #1 on the U.S. Spotify charts the past 72 hours, and it's earned its biggest single-day streams for a female rap song with 5.5 million streams, and Barbie World has reached a new peak of #5 on this week's UK singles charts. So, congratulations to Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. I don't think y'all understand the type of success this song is seeing right now. Like, this song is the most successful song off the whole soundtrack, and the movie is doing really well. It's like the #1 movie out right now. And you know what's funny? I see a lot of the op fan bases saying that, it's a movie soundtrack, so it's gonna do well. Well, if that's the case with that same logic, what happened to the Bruise soundtrack? What's the reason for that Bruise soundtrack making absolutely no fucking noise? Not a single song from that soundtrack did anything. I don't even think it charted, and that was a movie soundtrack, so what's your excuse now? Just admit the song is good and that people is fucking with the song, because clearly it's getting streamed. It's being digested very well, okay? The people is eating it up, you know, and if this song can go number one on the US Spotify charts, I don't see why it can't go number one on Billboard. You know, it's aiming for a top 5 entry next week, but I really feel like it could go, you know, go number one easily, especially if it's going number one on the US Spotify charts, which is the biggest, you know, music streaming platform. Okay, it has potential to, and you know, if it does, that's going to be the first rap song this year to go number one. Okay, we haven't had a number one rap song this year, because that 7 record with Latto is not a rap song. Okay, it has a rap artist feature, but that is not a rap song. So y'all let me know your thoughts on it down below. But speaking of Nicki Minaj, the queen got a Call of Duty deal, y'all. So congrats to the queen. That's a big deal and a good look. Like, millions of people love and stream Call of Duty around the world, and the gaming industry is $1 billion industry, and Call of Duty is one of the most played games among, you know, streamers and gamers. And I'm not even a heavy gamer like that, you know. I might play my Sims here and there, but that's about it, okay? Matter of fact, I play Sims, and I'm gonna need a Nicki Minaj mod on that hoe with CC scripts and everything, okay? But I know a lot of barbs who, you know, do game but aren't really into Call of Duty. But baby, I guarantee you now, they're going to be into that shit now. They're going to figure out how to do some shit, okay? I'm going to have to go ahead and see what, you know, what it's hitting like. Because, you know, my nigga be playing them type of games, and I'm going to have to see what's up. But y'all let me know what your thoughts are on it down below. So the next topic I want to slide into is Ice Spice. So after it was announced about, you know, Barbie World being number one on the US Spotify, it gave Ice Spice another notch to add under her belt. So this made Ice Spice become the first female rapper with the most number one hits on the US Spotify charts, or in history, with, you know, The Boys Are Liars Part 2, Karma, and Barbie World. And also, the Deli music video has broken the record for the biggest 24-hour solo, you know, debut on YouTube for a female rapper this year so far, with nearly 2 million streams. So, you know, or I say streams, but I mean views. So congratulations to Ice Spice, racking up them stats, baby. Do you hear me? Okay. So Ice Spice still ain't let up yet. She has literally been killing shit all year. She been on fire, like literally. You should call her Hot Spice. And like I said in my last video, Deli goes crazy in the car when you have some, you know, bass behind it. So I like Deli, and I like the whole EP that she put out. It's definitely been in rotation, and I want to say her original EP has recharted on the Billboard 200 since the deluxe. Now, speaking of these stats, Ice Spice is being accused of being shady, okay? So let's get into the mess. Ice Spice posted about the record that Deli broke with the music video having, you know, broken the most views for a female rapper this year so far, with the, you know, the views, the 24-hour views. And, you know, she had reposted it to her Instagram story and said, "Thank you to my fans." And if you know, you know. So Latto has this viral soundbite on TikTok where, you know, that was taken from when Latto had won a BET Awards when she accepted her award. And she was like, "And my man, thank you to my man." And, you know, TikTok then turned that into this viral little soundbite, because, you know, everything with Latto is always, my man, you know, got me this, my man got me that, my man got me Birkins, my man got me the vet, my man got me the land, my man got me the hand. Just my man, my man, my man. But never about what your fans done did for that ass, because they ain't put your ass on no chart with a solo song. Okay, they ain't did shit with that lottery record when it dropped. Okay, or this recent, you know, drop with Anderson .Paak that nobody's talking about. You always talking about what your man doing for you, bragging on him. What can you brag on your fans for doing for you is the real tea. And that's what Ice Spice is getting at, if you ask me, in my most humble opinion. Okay, she said, "Fuck a man, thank you to my fans." Okay, because she been having a fire ass year because of her fans. Okay, her music been getting streamed, it's been charting because the girl got real fans for real. Okay, you talking about your man, girl, what is your fans doing, baby girl? So I definitely thought it was like shade, but let me know your thoughts on it down below. So the next topic I want to get into is Cardi B and her husband off to go cheat. So they dropped their new song Friday called Jealousy. Let me know if you checked it out. What's your thoughts? How you feeling? Now, for review purposes, I did go look up the lyrics while I listened to the song, because, you know, it's hard to make out what Cardi B saying sometimes. I mean, she rapped like she got a water spit in her goddamn mouth. But the beat sounded like this song was something low-key that they had in a stash from a couple of years ago, honestly. It sounds like a recycled Migos song. It's not like it's a bad beat or anything. It's just that it sounded a bit, you know, like it was supposed to come out in 2018, 2019 type shit. And then, you know, what I noticed about Cardi, you know, with her latest drops, when she get on other people's songs, she mimics their flow instead of coming with her own. She did it on the Tomorrow too. She did it on Put It On the Flow again, and with the Point Me To, as well as with this new record with Offset. And it's fine to, when you on someone's song, especially remix, to have a cute little ode to them and kind of mimic they flow in your verse a little bit to match their flow. But throughout over 90% of the song, or in your verse, throughout 90% of your verse is ridiculous, and it makes you look unoriginal. Like you can't add anything more to it. You steady piggybacking off of the artist. But this is, of course, it wasn't a remix this time. However, even in this song, like I said, she was still mimicking the other artist on the song in regard to her flow. And that's just something I noticed about Cardi as of late. But, as far as her verse goes, I mean, it was alright. One thing I know one too for sure, she ain't write it. I mean, come on. This is the same girl who spent hours thinking about rhyming words for the word you, bitch. You. Now, y'all want to convince the bitch, you want to convince me that the bitch writes, child, bye. Okay, y'all cannot convince me that this girl is writing her music. Okay, y'all want to convince me that she writes because she go live yelling and spitting and talking shit about, what she be doing in the studio when she's been very vocal in the past and in the beginning about not giving a damn about writing and being lyrical. So, I mean, y'all can convince yourselves or a brick wall, okay, because, she can continue to do all that spitting and yelling. She ain't convinced me yet. I need some recordings, okay? You say you always got the receipts, bitch, where? So, in this verse on Jealousy, Cardi dedicated a lot of it to Tasha K, just like she did half of the video. Like, you addressing a blogger you won against, okay, in court, months later, okay? You the only one that's looking pressed to me, girl. You steady addressing this woman. Steadily. You doing music videos and songs and honor to her, like, girl, this ain't even no rap bitch. This is a whole blogger. Be for real. So when Cardi said they too worried about me and my nigga, you should be worried about the nigga you'll sleep with. Faces given and never got gave. Been to Atlanta, but bitches ain't brave. How bitches mad? I'm the number one pick. It's funny your nigga the one that's a trade. That line in particular, a lot of people, including myself, felt like that was a slight at JT because, her nigga Uzi want to be a bitch named Leslie, child. But my thing is, I'm confused because, she says she the number one pick. Girl, you ain't been number one in a while, so what are you talking about? Maybe that's why JT said it must be April Fool's, because I'm not really understanding that. Okay, and then Cardi say, bitches ain't got enough hits for verses. Bitches be acting so different in person. Cartier frames, I can see why she nervous. This shit is circus. I'm dripped in detergent. I'm sick. Get the nurses. My whip got the curtains. Which again, I felt like was about JT. Clearly, she ain't talking about Nicki. Nicki got more hits than Cardi and been doing this shit way longer than Cardi, so that line wouldn't make sense if it was for Nicki. Last year, when her and JT got into it, Cardi made mention of the City Girls ain't having a hit since Act Up. So again, that reinforced the idea that I felt like this was about JT. But when she said, I'm sick, get the nurses, even though it was a weak line, I do feel like she was trying to be funny with Nicki, because that's not the first time she tried to play on Nicki head time about, the whole nurse shit. Okay. But like I said, weak line, nevertheless. Anyway, another one I noticed, she said, a bitch say my name. She number one trending. I did you a service, bitch. Girl, and right here I feel like once again she's trying to mimic the queen, because we all know Nicki always making a line about her name ringing bells or her name bringing big press to bitches. Like, girl, stop. You couldn't even bring Fendi to the top 50, bitch, and even last her on the charts for a good week. But another line, anyways, getting off of that, another line I felt like was, more so she tried to aim at Nicki was when she was like, stomach too big, it need to be tucked, all of that crying be keeping me up. When Barty's around, they see me and duck. When I make a post, I'm leaving it up. And this is why a lot of Cardi verses don't be connected with a lot of people, because you talking about a bitch not, being about what she rapping about. Girl, since when have you ever left the post up? Bitch, you delete 2 minutes after tweeting, girl. What are you even talking about? All that shit this past week you was talking, you deleted. So what are you talking about? And then you're talking about stomachs needing to be tucked when you the main one running to the surgery table, baby, every time you turn around. So make it make sense. Okay. I don't know. I seen some people try to make this about that Harper Bazaar moment with Nicki and Cardi and trying to call her Nicki scary. But why would Nicki be alone in a hotel room and be cool to do that, meet up in a hotel with this bitch, but be scared of her when it's 50, 11 niggas standing around between them? Like, baby, make that make sense. Cardi knew she wasn't finna touch no goddamn Nicki Minaj at no event like that. Come on now. So we can stop trying to make it seem like Cardi just this big gangster when the bitch done let Tasha K have her crown in a car. Like, girl, be for real. But anyway, y'all let me know your thoughts and feelings on it down below. So speaking of Cardi real quick, I don't know where she was at because I literally saw this like before I was going to edit my video, and I had to add in my little 2 cents and add this bit in. Take a look at this shit, okay? The video is muted, so you can't hear nothing. But the song that she was about to perform or that was playing was Bodak Yellow. And, well, I guess they say, don't nobody want to hear that weak shit hoe, or more like that old shit hoe. So take a look at this clip while it plays on your screen. Someone basically threw some type of drink on Cardi or something, and Cardi's first instinct was, of course, to react. And they, you know, she hurled up, you know, a hard ass, metal ass microphone at someone, and hopefully she hit her target, because if not, best believe another lawsuit is gonna come for that ass, and she gonna have that ass back in court again. Because under no circumstance do I think it's okay, of course, for these fans to be throwing any fucking thing at these artists. And as of lately, people just been getting real bold and real stupid. And a lot of artists really don't react the way Cardi did. But I mean, she is who she is, and she did what she did. And honestly, I don't know. I probably would have threw some shit too. But the consequence, though, of reacting without thinking is the possibility of a lawsuit. Because, bitch, how do you even know who threw that water? Bitch, you just hoping you hit your target. You just got mad and chunked that bitch in that direction. But, I mean, y'all let me know your thoughts about it down below. So, next, I want to get into is Sexyy Red really quickly. So, she announced earlier that she going on tour with Moneybagg Yo. So the cities that she will be appearing in is Atlanta, Nashville, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Birmingham, Richmond, and Memphis. Let me know if you will be checking out a show at a city near you. Now, I'm not into Sexyy Red enough to go fly out and see a show because she ain't even coming to my state, okay? She ain't coming to Texas. But if she was, I don't know. If it was me on one of my homegirls' birthday weekend and we wanted to turn up, I just might go to a Sexyy Red show if she was coming to, you know, my city. But I would literally have to go just to turn up. I couldn't be sober and sit through a Sexyy Red show. I need to be lit, okay? She make that type of music, make you want to fight, fuck, or turn up, okay? All three. It's not like going to go see your favorite artist and literally vibing and being into the music like if I was to go to a Nicki show or a Beyonce show, you know? But I'm happy for Sexyy Red. I like she's out here working and taking advantage of her moment and not riding Pound Town 2 into the ground. So she is putting out this music while Pound Town 2 is hot and doing this thing and putting her on to a lot of new people. So I can't hate on that. But y'all let me know your thoughts on it down below. So the next topic I want to get into is Coi Leray. So Coi is being accused of throwing shade at Latto. So Coi previewed a song on live, and I did repost it to my Instagram if you ain't seen it. But like I told y'all before, I'm no longer taking a chance of posting any music of any sort because the bitch done already got one copyright strike, and I worked too hard for them to take my shit, and I don't know if Coi plans on releasing this song. So again, if you ain't seen the clip, pause the video, click the link in my bio, and head to my Instagram and check out that 10-second clip, and then come back here and let me know what you think and how you feeling. But ultimately, what Coi has said was, hop up on that couch and roll a little Latto out the bag. So my thing is this, girl, stop faking this female rap unity shit when you clearly got a problem with these hoes. I mean, Coi done already said she feel like ain't nobody seeing her when it comes to rapping and it's a competition. And then you turn right around and talk about some female rap unity and throwing shade back at a bitch, okay, that you made it seem like it was all gravy with. I'm just confused. Okay, now when Coi first made it be known she had an issue with Latto's line and put it on the floor, I said Coi had the right to feel how she felt, especially if some shit we don't know about popped off between them behind the scenes. Okay, who knows? Maybe they done fell out because once upon a time they was cool. So I felt like Coi was entitled to her feelings, but then Latto came out and was like, it's all love. Then it was quiet until Coi did her BET Awards performance and had Latto's name plastered across her ass. Then she did an interview after her album came out and said she felt completely disrespected by Latte, and now this. And what I don't want Coi to do is make, the mistake of buying the whole pizza when she only gonna eat 1 or 2 slices type shit. In other words, don't be doing a whole lot for a little bit, because for one, each time you came out doing, each time you done came out, with a problem against Latto, the comments ain't been on your side. Like, from the outside looking in, it's not much that I feel like Coi got to be so bent about, for one. I mean, Put It On The Flow came out months ago. You said what you felt how you felt, and we moved on. So why are you teasing a song now that's throwing shade? Okay, why now when you've been had time? On the flip side, she mentioned Latto by name, just like Latto did her, and mentioned it in the same regard and in the same context. You know, Latte wanted to refer to Coi as Lil Blunt, so Coi refers to her as Little, knowing damn well Latto be wanting to be called Big and blase blase. So was it shady? Absolutely. But did it hit? Absolutely the fuck not. Just like Latto's line didn't make any sense, because why is you smoking on the skinny ass blunt, Latto? Coi, why is you rolling a little Latto, or a little cash roll out your bag? So you supposed to be balling, bitch. So my thing is, these girls' bars be ass if we keeping it crack. But best believe, Latto gonna throw shade back. So will Coi, and this is just the beginning of another dry ass rap beef. Because, bitch, what? If something went down behind scenes, that's one thing, babe. But how we supposed to know that? You better put it in the music or something to give us some more context, because this look dry as hell. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts below. Now, speaking of Coi, she previewed some more new music and actually revealed that she is working on an EP called Blue Moon. If you have not heard the snippet, feel free to scroll on over to my Instagrams, because I did repost it. Now, before I get into my thoughts on that, I do want to say I did like the sound and vibe of the snippet. Want to start with the positives. I like that rager emo type shit she got going on. I think it works well for her. I think she's good at experimenting with them type of sounds. I liked whatever song that was in the snippet. However, why the fuck is Coi working on an EP when her album just dropped not even a month ago? Like, girl, if you don't push your goddamn music first, drop this EP next year. What are you doing? Like, what are you in a rush for? This is the same mistake she made with Trendsetters when she dropped it last year. She didn't push the songs on that album at all. Like, she dropped the video for Blick Blick, and that was really it. Like, did all the budget go to that song and video? I'm confused. Like, she did not push the music from that album at all, and that was a solid album. I done said that and gave her 10s for that time and time again. Clingy was what I feel like a fan favorite that she completely missed the mark on, and I feel the same way about the record with Young Blue. That, that record called Ay Ay Ay, that was a hit to me. But, they didn't even try to push it or drop a video or anything, and that disappointed me. I felt like Overthinking could have been one of them ones, too. So I feel like Coi missed the mark with a lot of the music from her first album, because she did a piss poor job for one at promoting and pushing a lot of them songs. And I feel the same way about this second album. Like, the music be good, she just don't be trying to do shit with it. Like, girl, push your shit how you pushed Players into the ground, because Players is about the only song she been consistent in promoting, and Players is far from her best song. Far from her best song. I don't even like that song, if I'm being honest. It's one of her worst, if you ask me. Coi has really good music that don't even get pushed, because she don't even be pushing to her goddamn self. Now you working on an EP when you just dropped the album last month. An album that took a whole EDM sound, and now you getting into Rager vibes. Like, girl, I'm gonna need you to sit down and find some sense of direction and stop moving so fast, because again, what are you rushing for? It don't make no sense to drop an EP right now when you literally done dropped the whole album. Like, girl, you just had the baby. You still got the sticky white stuff on it and shit. Like, girl, your 6 weeks ain't even up. But, y'all let me know your thoughts on it and how you feeling about it down below. Now, before I move on from Coi, she was feeling a little feisty earlier on Twitter when she was interacting with some fans after she had previewed this new EP she was working on. So Got the Scoop, shout out to her. She had quoted Coi's tweets where she had announced this EP. And Got the Scoop said exactly what the fuck a lot of us, including myself, was feeling. So Got the Scoop say, wait, Coi, you just put out your album. You should push the songs on that album. Shit, I'm still mad Clingy from your first album didn't get a music video or push. Coi is extremely talented, but like I told her before, she needs to practice on pushing her songs long enough before putting out so much new music. And that's all facts, no fiction, because literally it's barely been a month since Coi dropped. She dropped at the beginning of June, we still in July, and you already talking about a new project. Like, baby, what? So Coi responded and said, I get tired of doing all the heavy lifting alone. I'm not here looking for validation from labels, blogs, fans. I'm really here to live my life and do what makes me happy. Everything is a competition in y'all, but I'm my own competition. I've been this way since I came into the game. Now I'm confused, bitch, because Got the Scoop never mentioned anything about a competition. Her whole stance was literally in regard to you releasing music too soon after releasing an album. She never mentioned shit about anybody else. So what are you talking about a competition for, baby? I'm confused. And if you really not looking for for validation, why you always got something to say and responding back, with some stats when people talk about your music and your sales? And then you say everything at a competition when you literally just did an interview a month ago, because I covered it, where you literally said this shit is a competition.
I don't think no one's friends. I think at the end of the day, it is a competition here. Not everybody can be number one. But at the same time, it should be friendly competition. If we all on the same track team and it's time to race and we practicing, I'm dusting you, even though you my right hand, but it's time to race.
So I'm confusion. And apparently a lot of other people were too, because they saw and heard the same damn interview. And so someone with a Nicki Minaj profile picture has said, in a recent interview, you said female rap is a competition. Oh, now it's not a competition? You keep contradicting yourself. So Coi had responded back and said, bitch, y'all get on here and start comparing who got the best wig and shit, who toenails is longer. Get your weird ass out of my comments. Stop stalking my life and go listen to your master. And then she deleted that tweet and tweeted, I stopped giving a fuck, now I'm on demon time. And again, I'm confused because, bitch, you're the only one who mentioned anything about a competition. And girl, you only stopped giving a fuck because your album flopped. That's why you already trying to move on to the next project. But girl, all this hostility for what though? Okay, that same quote unquote master is the same one you went and got a tattoo in honor of because she gave you a collaboration. Like, girl, you look and sound crazy. Now you want to be plexed up. Okay, like you checking some shit. First with the latte thing, now with Nicki. But girl, yet and still, you the same one who gonna turn right around talking about some female rap unity. Girl, miss me with it. Sit down. Next caller. Y'all let me know your thoughts on it down below. So remember, y'all, this is all my thoughts, commentary, and opinions. It's nothing personal, so don't get them panties in a wad. Get the thong out your ass, okay? So you let me know what you thinking, how you feeling down below. If you're not already, go follow me on my socials at Southern T. That's Southern T with 2 A's. Y'all, I will catch y'all in the next video.